Mr. President, are you confident the king will back your plan for the Palestinian people? Will you cut off aid to Jordan if he's not on board, Mr. President?
Mr. President, is Saturday still your deadline for Hamas, sir? Sir, is Saturday still your deadline for Hamas? Do you think they'll listen to you?
Are you confident you can get the king on board with your plan for the Palestinian people?
He's a great man.
Will you cut off aid to Jordan if he doesn't, sir?
That was good.
Good job, man.
This Gaza ceasefire, as I say, hanging by a thread, and this meeting hugely important in so many ways for King Abdullah.
So many ways, yes, and no answers to the right questions as the two leaders went into the West Wing just a few moments ago. This, I think, is one of the most difficult bilateral meetings that King Abdullah will ever have faced, because what he is being asked to do by the seemingly all-powerful American president is to would potentially fundamentally shift the dynamics of his own country. He is being asked to take in so many hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who, according to Donald Trump, would be permanently removed from Gaza. Not only historically does that go against everything that King Abdullah and indeed the people he reigns over would want, but to take in so many Gazans, so many Palestinians, would fundamentally shift the dynamics, the demographic dynamics of his own country. Remember, Jordan is already made up of so many Palestinian refugees who've become refugees over the course of what, 5-6 decades or so. And if many more were to come as well, well, that would create real tension within his own country. Remember, he rules over a country that he doesn't necessarily have huge popularity over. And so I think the prospect for him, the challenge for him, is being able to keep his own population on side if he is to capitulate to Donald Trump and allow the Palestinians to come there. There's no sense that he will. He has been absolutely firm over the past few days that there is no chance that he will allow Palestinians to move to Jordan. Indeed, Sisi of Egypt has said the same thing. So it is quite clear that he does not want to do that. But then, if he doesn't, Donald Trump has said, well, in that case, we'll shut the tap. We'll cut off financial military aid to you, to Jordan, if you do not do what I say. And that, too, would destabilize Jordan, because it needs American help. It needs American aid in order to keep its country stable, in order to keep its own country secure. So many huge challenges on that specific issue of the Palestinians themselves, but more broadly, the comments Donald Trump made yesterday, they will feature heavily today as well, I am sure. Donald Trump effectively trying to short-circuit the very fragile fledgling peace process and ceasefire process in Gaza, saying that if by noon on Saturday Hamas hasn't released all the Israeli hostages, not just some, which is the current plan, a trickle release, but all of them by Saturday, then all hell will break loose. It is clear from the meeting, Mark, that Netanyahu had with Trump last week that the Israelis feel emboldened by this new American administration. They feel that they kind of have the green light to do whatever they want. And so I think noon on Saturday is a worrying deadline indeed if you are a Palestinian in Gaza.
Absolutely. Mark, thank you very much indeed. And that is an important meeting going on behind him there in the White House, and we will bring you the developments as they happen.